Episode 7 of this series, and I'm in the cold and dark, but I need to get this workout done so I can build strength. First off, with the red band, just doing some advanced tuck holds, which I can do without the band, but I do it with the band anyway because it does help to put your hips in the right position. This is a crucial point for the front lever. When you want to do it clean, you need to make sure that your hips are in the right position. That's something that a lot of people struggle with. And more or less what I'm trying to do here is fully extend, pull down on the bar as hard as I can, and then that will keep me up and in the front lever. That was a bit too hard, so I decided to do one leg instead, and then here with the other leg to make sure that I'm balanced. So this is one of my favorite exercises at the moment because it's really teaching me how much strength I actually need for the front lever, and it's quite humbling. So second exercise, pike press ups, but on the high bars. You can go a lot deeper like this. As you can see, my head is going way past my hands, but if you do it on the floor, no matter if you use parallettes or not, unless you have really high parallettes, you can't really do it like this. So this is why I'm doing it here. I like to go very deep on these to stretch out my shoulder as much as possible, and if I can, obviously my feet, if they would float up, I would be doing a handstand press up eventually. That's my goal. But to get there, I need to actually do these basic pike press ups and make sure that I have enough strength to do the handstand press up on here, and be confident that I can do it, because it only takes one fall and then you're injured and you can't train anymore. So I'm basically working these for the meantime, and yeah, they're quite hard as well, so it's a very good level for me, or progression for me to do while I train to get the handstand press up on these bars. You'll notice that my knees are slightly bent. This is on purpose because I actually don't want to float. If I make my knees straight, they will become more weightless and my legs would actually float, and I would go into the handstand, which I don't want because I actually want to work on my strength. And if I go into the handstand, then I'm basically working on my balance. And from the handstand, I know that I don't have the strength to do lots of reps of handstand press-ups from that position. So I actually don't want to do that. So I'm stopping myself by bending my knees, and then this disperses my weight or shifts my weight a bit differently, so it allows me to stay basic. As you saw there, right there, my legs, if you rewind it, actually came off the bar even though I bent my knees. So that just goes to show how easy it is for you to start floating, so just be careful. Then I moved on to black banded muscle ups. The reason for this is, even though I can do muscle ups without a band, you notice in this clip and in the other clips my legs are barely bending, and I'm doing this on purpose. Basically, this is what I'm doing because I want to build that raw explosive strength and be able to do the muscle ups like this eventually without the band. And I wouldn't say I've mastered the muscle up as it is now, but I'm quite close, and this is like a necessary step for me to finally master it. So as I said, the main thing is that my legs are more or less straight at the bottom, and then they only start to bend a little bit towards the top. So I'm trying to minimize the leg involvement, and then this means that I'm using more my upper body. There I had to do a little swing, and that's just a little tip, for anybody watching. If you want to do muscle ups, it doesn't mean you have to let go of the bar. When you do 1, 2, 3 reps, whatever, back to back, if you can't do a fourth one, then still hold on to the bar, but just allow yourself to rest a little bit at the bottom and then try to do the next rep. That's really going to build up your forearms as well, because a lot of people struggle with the grip aspects of muscle up. So a lot of people have the upper body strength to do the pull up and the dip, but the muscle up, which is a combination of those two, is something that they struggle with, and that's simply because their grip is not really that strong. Because with the muscle up, you're transferring your body weight from under the bar to over the bar, and you really do need a strong grip, especially on the way down. So here I've just pushed myself up barely, but I'll demonstrate in the next set what I mean. So when you go from here down, that's really going to pull your arms down. I mean, it's not going to pull your arms down, but you're basically pulling down a lot. So from here going down, your entire body weight is basically coming down, and the only way that you're going to hold on to the bar is if you have a strong grip. Let alone when you actually need to pull yourself back up, you also need a strong grip there as well. So there's a lot of grip element in it that people don't consider, and if you want that point to be proved, just look at your hands after you do a set of muscle ups. You're going to have a lot of calluses and stuff like that. So definitely train muscle ups with variety, and yeah, make sure you're using higher reps with a band or with a easier progression, and then some sets do it where you're just going like 100% with your body weight. You can't really do 100% with your body weight all the time, because this does take out a lot of energy and it's quite demanding. So definitely take my advice and do it how I say, where you do maybe 3 muscle up workouts per week, 1 with your body weight, 1 with a band for more reps, and then the third one would be something like training the transition, and this will really help you to build up your muscle ups. My PB at the moment is 8, and yeah, hopefully I can get it up to 10. So here's just some L sits. This is an exercise that I really like for core and hip flexors as well. That's such an underrated muscle group that not a lot of people target, because I guess they just don't want to have strong hip flexors. But for me, the fact that I can do a simple exercise like this and gain so much out of it, such as the core strength, the leg strength, even a bit of upper body strength, it's the reason why I like it so much. Because this exercise, even if I got rid of the parallettes, which are the handlebars, I can still do this, and I can do this in a hotel room, and I can do a workout pretty much anywhere like that. As long as I have space, I can do press ups, and then this is good for core as well. So this is really why I like this exercise, because you can use it anywhere pretty much. And I just went into some leg lifts at the end. If you like this video, subscribe and stay tuned for more.